aboard the good ship QI, where tonight we're scouring the oceans of interestingness in search of Flotsam in a programme that's more or less a ragbag of bits and pieces, beginning with F, and helping me to separate the facts from fiction and the flim from flam are the effortless Charlie Higson. The effervescent Andy Hamilton. The ineffable Rob Brydon. And the sweet F in Sweet FA, Alan Davis. But before we slip anchor and catch the tide, Matterlows, let me inspect your bell buttons. So, Charlie goes... Andy goes... Rob goes... Oh, I do. And Alan goes...
What is it, lad? He's fallen into water.
So, now, for your convenience tonight, if you have anything nautical or nice to tell me, you can actually catch my eye, as well as using your buzzer, by waving your international maritime flag, which you should have somewhere under your desks. There you go. Charlie, yours is R Romeo in the MCC colours there, and that means...
it looks like... I think it's a kind of nautical bumper sticker.
Yeah.
It's like, my other ship is a destroyer.
Oh, very good. It actually means you can feel your way past me. That's its meaning there, but I'm going to be pretty...
How do you do that? And that's not a proper nautical term.
No,
surely.
well, it's the way is off my ship. You may feel your way past me. And yours is a Z Zulu. It actually means I require a tug. So, come and see me in my cabin. I'll see what I can do.
No, I think I won't be needing that.
And yours, Rob, there? It's actually J, or Juliet, J Juliet, and it means I'm on fire.
How strangely
So you can come to my cabin as well. It has a second meaning, which is I'm leaking. So, Alan, yours is...
Coming up behind.
No, it's D Delta, and it actually means keep clear of me, I'm manoeuvring with difficulty. Well, mine is U, and it means uniform, it means you're running into danger. Yeah. That's a good one, isn't it?
We did News Quiz, the radio show, with a signer quite a few times, and it always interested me because you're mentioning topical characters, and it's amazing how quickly they come up with, like, Prince Charles is that.
Yes.
And we were doing material about Bill Clinton, and I waited to see what the signer would do, and he just did his zit.
Wonderful.
Brilliant.
In America, the American sign language is slightly different than R, is just to crook your finger like an R. And so Ronald Reagan was like that. 2 R's, Ronald Reagan.
That makes sense, because a lot of girls that I've been out with, my name is Rob, of course, they've made that sound to me.
I'm sure they have. I can't believe it. Now, can you guess what these flags mean and what the letters stand for?
A, B, C, D, E.
That's O, actually, and it means overboard.
Oh, right.
It's not just to generally express interest in something another ship has said. You know... they say something, they go...
What? Also, if someone's fallen overboard,
Yes.
is there really time to put a flag up and... There's a bit of a lack of urgency. No, never mind.
The flag box.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I can never find the one I want. It's drowned by now. Overboard!
And the next one is... I think that's actually N, which means no.
So that after the one before is, oh, no.
Absolutely.
I've spilt something on these trousers. Oh, no.
We've got a third one.
That's a pyramid reflected in a lake.
Oh, no, it's a rather sweet one. It's F, actually, and it means I'm disabled. Communicate with me.
That's a rather patronising view of the disabled, though. That they have to have a flag to be communicated.
I was going to speak to him, but the little fella didn't have a flag, so I didn't bother.
They only wave the flag if they want you to talk to them, yes.
Is there a flag we can use to say, does he take sugar?
Right. While we're all at sea, what's the difference between Flotsam and Jetsam?
One floats and one sinks.
No.
One is spelt with a J. One's
There are 4 kinds of wreckage.
Flotsam is something that's fallen off a ship because it's got wrecked or something, and Jetsam has actually been thrown off by someone.
Yes, correct. Jetsam has been jettisoned. Very good. Very good.
How do we know that? Did you really work that out?
Yeah.
Well, it's,
From
you know,
jeter, the
some
French
of us,
to throw.
some of us paid
He's pretty
attention
good.
at school, Alan.
Got that one again. That seems to be the root of all my problems. Just wasn't
I
interested.
can also tell you that lagan is what's on the bottom of the sea.
You're absolutely right. And there's only
But you
one
said there's
more.
a 4th one.
There is a 4th one. Lagan is cargo that is lying at the bottom of the ocean, sometimes marked by a buoy, which can be reclaimed. But there's another one which lies at the bottom of the ocean, which no one has any hope of reclaiming.
Rocks.
That's derelict.
Derelict.
So they're the 4 classes of wreckage, according to the 1995 Act, which covers these things. Now, from Flotsam to fan clubs. You'll remember that famous double act, Batman and Robin. What did the boy wonder use to sign his autograph?
Well, that boy wonder from the television series was played by Burt Ward. And ironically, he was Bruce Wayne's young ward Dick, wasn't he? Dick Grayson.
Yep.
And he went on to a career in pornography. So I'm wondering, therefore, if this is a novelty question and if he signed it with his... He used to see a young lady and say, quick, to the bat pole.
He wrote an autobiography called something like A Life in Tights, and it was basically just
very
sex.
good, Charlie
Sex on
Higson.
every page.
He wrote an autobiography called Boy Wonder, My Life in Tights. And he revealed in that he did send autographs to thousands of women using what he called bat sperm to sign his name.
Was it actually bat sperm?
Which is another degree of awfulness, isn't it?
Well, a fiendish plan. Hundreds of bats. Come on.
He called it the ultimate autograph, and apparently Batman watched. According to his book.
He watched which part of the proceeding did he watch? Can I watch, Bert? Sure, Adam.
How many times would you want to watch something like that, though? I mean, I can see a certain kind of morbid fascination.
Can you?
Well, yeah. Well,
I'm just getting a message here. I rather misunderstood about Bert and his bat sperm. It turns out he didn't actually write his name in the sperm. It was his euphemism for shagging them. He gave them the ultimate autograph by shagging them. So I prefer the original explanation.
So imagine someone comes up to him in the street and says, could I have your autograph? And before you know it... Whoa, hang on!
Yes. Would you mind if Alan Davis watched? So that's what Adam West was watching.
He was watching them having sex.
Yeah.
That goes on a lot in show business. I think to the average man in the street, the idea of watching another person having sex is a bit odd. But I think within the world of show business, press and company excluded, you do hear stories of that sort of thing going on, don't you?
Do you?
Dad's Army were famous.
Dad's Army! Stop it! Stop it! How dare you!
yeah.
Will do.
They don't like it up them.
Oh, dear me.
My sister told me what?
In 1968, they cancelled Batman, and he found it hard to get work again, sadly, so his life.
I think how that should read is, and he then found work getting hard.
You're a very bad man.
I'd just like to say, I've got his autograph.
My word, you should be very, very proud. Anyway, yes, according to his autobiography, that's what he did. Anyway, where would you find the world's biggest flasher?
Is it going to be about a lighthouse?
Well, oddly enough, one of the answers is about something that is called a lighthouse but isn't a lighthouse. The other one is the biggest flasher in nature.
Right. Is it the Statue of Liberty? Is that a lighthouse?
No.
It's not a light.
I think...
It's not a light at the top of the Statue
Well, I
of
think
Liberty.
like a lot of tall structures, it has to have a flashing light on top for aircraft. Rather than... Don't look so contemptuous, Rob.
Well, hang on, Big Ben, is that a lighthouse?
He's got a torch.
There's a light up there, yeah, but I mean, I've got a light on my top floor, but I don't have a lighthouse.
Is it Big Ben, then?
You're leading the poor boy astray. No. Well, there's an organic one. There's an animal that is probably the...
Electric eel?
But you're in the right ballpark. Is it?
One of those fish like they have in Finding Nemo. Well, it dangles a light in front of its mouth.
Well, it's certainly fish that uses what is known as...
The anglerfish.
Phosphorescence.
It's phosphorescence. They call it bioluminescence, yes.
Right.
Glowworms and fireflies.
Fireflies.
But under the water, 90% of marine creatures give off light.
Is it a squid?
It is a squid. It's a 7-foot squid. It's called the Dana squid. It's an amazing creature. There it is.
The Dana squid.
No, not Danus. Dana octopus
Which
squid.
you can take in without being drowsy. Is it?
It's a non-drowsy formulation of the North Pacific Dana octopus squid. And it's really bright. It dazzles and disorients its prey with its light.
Does it need to do that if it's 7 foot long?
Yeah, well, it's just an added weapon in its arsenal. It's pretty impressive, isn't it?
Where is it?
You're all to behave. Bios, meaning living, and lumen is Latin for light, of course, so it's bioluminescent. There are all kinds of jellyfish and things that wander around like, there you see, that give off light. Very beautiful. You're a diver, you've probably seen some.
At night, all the ugly fish come out.
Of course.
It's really
You don't
interesting.
need to be pretty,
That's right. And you go to the Red Sea, and in the day, the fish are beautiful, colourful fish, and then at night, they're all bug-eyed. They limp around, and most of them are poisonous, and they've got spines on, and you're not allowed to touch them. They'll kind of look at you. And they shine a light, and they go, no! Don't look at me! Don't look at me!
Well, now, that's the answer to the greatest flasher amongst the animals, is that North Pacific Dana octopus fish. But in nature, also, it is an extraordinary effect that takes place in Venezuela. For 10 hours a night, up to 280 times an hour for 180 days of the year. At the mouth of the Catatumbo River in Venezuela. What's so extraordinary about this phenomenon is that it is the greatest source of ozone, we think, on Earth. It actually helps mend the ozone layer. It gives off enormous amount of ozone, all this electrical storm activity.
Is it a tourist attraction?
People do go to see it, yes.
It's the kind of thing when you book for 2 weeks, there'd be nothing.
Oh, that would be difficult.
It should have been in last week.
Because 180 days a year is almost exactly half of the year, isn't it? So the chances are good.
I think I might go there.
Yeah, it looks well worth it,
I'll
doesn't
report back.
Yeah.
I'll go now.
Let's press on now to feasts. How did the Borgia Pope Alexander VI celebrate the Feast of the Chestnuts? There is Alessandro A.
He had someone stuffed with chestnuts.
Oh, that's horrible, isn't it? That's a punishment. Yeah. No, he was pretty... This is a pope we're talking about. His Holiness the Pope. Actually, no, he had prostitutes, naked prostitutes. He would throw the chestnuts on the floor and they would grovel after them, picking them up with their teeth.
Of course, it's because he was a pope.
Because it's sort of... Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, he wouldn't stuff people with chestnuts. He was a pope.
I thought it was going to be something salacious, but that's why can't we have popes like that?
Oh,
we have these popes who go
They may
around.
be like that.
Yeah, maybe they are. We don't know.
And there was one, Formosus, who made such an enemy of his successor that when his successor was Stephen VI as Pope, had him dug up and put on trial. His body was put on trial. And he spent most of the trial yelling at the corpse, and someone behind it had to move his...
What do you got to say to that?
Exactly.
As I thought, nothing.
And when they could get a word in, someone standing behind it would say, like a ventriloquist would say, that he denied the charges. Anyway, he was then condemned
To death.
And, yeah. His 3 fingers he used to do papal blessings with were cut off his skeleton.
Did the man behind go, ow!
Oh, my fingers!
And he was condemned to be reburied in a common grave. But then...
No, not a common grave!
Yes. But then...
Come back in the box!
But then Stephen...
Get back in the box! No, get me out of the box! Get back in the box!
But Stephen, who had done this to him, he was deposed, imprisoned and then strangled. And then another pope called John IX, he brought Formosus back. His body had been rescued from the common grave. He was reburied as a pope again, so it was all well in
Was
the
he
end.
found innocent? Was he?
Yeah,
Was
he
the
was
body?
found innocent, exactly.
That's a TV series, probably, isn't it? Pope trial.
It's a long-running... certainly a long-running West End show.
Even as I say that, there's a Channel 4 executive out there going,
yeah.
do you know what?
I could see Ray Winston as a corrupt pope, couldn't you? Oi, you slag! Chestnuts on the floor! Forage!
Oh, shaming. Anyway, the Borgia Pope celebrated the Feast of the Chestnuts with an evening of prostitute racing in the Vatican. Now, lastly, once again, to F for forfeit. It's general ignorance, so fingers on those buzzers, if you please. Name the inventor of rugby football.
Yes. It was invented at rugby school when a boy picked the ball up and ran with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, except it wasn't, oddly enough. But I thought you might know his name. But
William Webb Ellis.
William... Oh, thank you.
That was like a Captain Oates job. I just
Thank you
threw
indeed. You
myself.
sacrificed yourself. You threw yourself on the grenade.
The Rugby World Cup?
The Webb Ellis Cup, yes. The odd thing is that they have this little memorial saying that with a fine disregard for the rules that the game has played, he first picked up the ball and ran, as if they'd all been playing football. But football wasn't codified till after they're claiming this rugby game happened. Rugby is an older game, and there were lots of ball-handling games like that, so no one really believes it. The story was first told 3 years after Webb Ellis died.
And in the original Football Association rules, you were allowed to catch the ball, weren't you?
Yeah, I believe you were, until it was...
Can we see the picture again that was up before it? The one of... you look at that and you think, my God, prison life gets easier as each year goes by.
I love those old Victorian team
I do,
photos.
because
they're
the
lounging about casually. Quite often they'll be sort of lying down. But when did those team photos start? When did people start? When was it something to do with the war? When they suddenly it's all in lines, rigid lines, hands on the... But all the Victorian era ones are great.
They are, they're absolutely
Casually.
loungy.
Sometimes they're just draped over one another.
Yeah, why are they... When did it change? Because you'd think, if anything, they'd been more rigid in that, you know, they would have been more likely to be nicely in rows and all together, and less so as the years have gone on.
If you absolutely had to, which one would you?
Oh, I'm not going to give that away. Oh.
Which one would you first?
Oh, just so
Your
bad.
stamina is...
Oh.
All right, let's move on.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, William Webb Ellis died unaware of his apocryphal role in sporting history, although the modern game certainly does have its roots in the 19th century public school system. From Rugby to Eton, what was James Bond's job?
He was a secret agent.
Is that what you want? Yeah. No, in the British Secret Service, an agent is an informant to what Bond was, which was an intelligence officer.
You know how he got the job, Sean Connery? He went for the audition and then he walked away and the producers watched him out of the window.
And Fleming. Fleming was present.
And Ian Fleming, I was about to say that. Ian Fleming was present. And he walked away and they said he walked like a panther.
Yep.
Which, when you think about it, would be on all fours.
Yeah.
And would make him look like a ruddy lunatic. Not the sort of man you want botching up the schedule on an expensive film. Oh, look at him, he's doing it again. Sean, please, get up.
There are no chestnuts down there, Sean, baby. But, no, he does have a fabulously lithe walk, didn't he?
What's the difference between your walk and your gait? Is it the same thing?
Not exactly, is it? The gait is the sort of... Picture the angle, it's the signature of your walk. You can recognise someone by their gait.
Can your gait be when you're
They
stood
can be
still?
still.
I recognise her by her gait.
Yeah.
You know who's got the funniest walk, I think? Always is Liam Gallagher.
Oh, yes.
He's got that walk that you do, you know, when you're 17, you're out with your mates and you do that down the way, maybe you don't, but I really do sort of slightly. But he still does it, and he's, what, about 47 now, isn't he?
You know, well, Mick Jagger still does his...
Struts. He's got
whatever you want to call it.
cockerel
Yeah.
strut.
I imagine that he grew up in a house with a very narrow doorway.
Well, it's not... Noel Gallagher's house was all French windows.
They had it all knocked through. But Mick had a lot of those funny little half-opening doors.
Excellent. There you are, that's it. You see, the security services...
Still enjoying it.
It's only one more. No, it's good. He is virtually arseless, isn't he, Mick Jagger? He has no bottom. It's really
Apparently,
odd.
someone else who's arseless is Ian McShane.
Is he arseless?
Told on quite good authority by a costume person. It came up in conversation. Someone was saying, "Oh, Deadwood's very good. Have you seen Deadwood?" And someone just went, "No bum."
But he must have. Mechanically, he must have something.
Folds himself.
He's got an anus. I'm sure he's got an anus.
They have
Oh,
to...
all right, yeah.
No buttocks. It's fascinating.
That's the point.
Flat.
It's a nightmare for a dresser, because they keep falling... They have to staple his trousers to...
He has to have a little dress to go behind him in all the scenes, just holding them up.
You put a little pelmet across there and just hang them from then.
You could. Arse helmet. The security services actually call their staff officers, agents or informants who are not members of staff. Now, here's an easy one for you. What's the maximum amount of times you can fold a piece of paper in half?
7.
7, no. Yep. And you had an answer too?
8.
Would there be a maximum?
Yes.
Yeah, have
absolutely.
you never tried it?
Yeah, try
Strangely
it.
not.
Now.
Try. Here's some.
Oh, paper.
There, pass one along to the boy next to you. Come on. Start folding.
2.
Oh, I
Is it a race? 3.
Hang on, I wasn't-
24.
5.
I'm struggling on 6, Steve.
Yeah, you would be.
They got some very exciting ideas for TV programmes these days. Paper folding, live!
I can't do 7, I'm out at 6.
I'm 6.
Yeah, that's that particular piece of paper, the A4 size. But an extraordinary thing, an American schoolchild developed a formula for determining the folding of paper, and we have that formula for you. You can examine it. There it is. She was very impressive. Her name was Brittany Gallivan. And what it shows is, if you feed the various variables into it, W is width, T is thickness of paper, L is length of paper, that what you need is length and thickness in order to get the right number.
No, that's them. That's them.
The audience.
That's them.
Yeah. You're running into danger.
That's just going to be snipped out straight on YouTube. It'll be a ringtone, it'll be everything. What you need is length.
Are you
thickness.
flirting with me?
Damn you all. You want
And that'll be for text messages.
you want T to be a low number, so thickness is, if I'd finished, thickness low, length long, right? She demonstrated this by using a long sheet of lavatory paper, in fact, which was very thin, and she managed to fold it 12 times. And finally, what does it mean when the Union flag is flying over Buckingham Palace? Yes, young Andrew.
I'm going to regret this. It means the Queen's home. Come and have a cup of tea. That's what it means. The Queen's in.
No, it does not mean the Queen's home.
It means...
Yep.
It means the Queen is about to get home. Put the electric blanket on.
Do they fly the Royal Standard when the Queen...
When the Queen is home, they fly the Royal Standard. Since 1997, when the Queen is not home, they fly the Union flag.
Beside the seaside.
It was Princess Diana.
Princess Diana died. The Queen was in Balmoral, being played by Helen Mirren at the time, if you remember. And what happened was there was no flag to fly at half-mast. You couldn't fly the Royal Standard at half-mast because it was against all protocol. It was such a mess, the whole thing, that they then decided, all right, in future, just in case the sovereign is not at home, Instead of there being, as you say, a bare flagpole, we will have the Union flag so that then when someone dies that the nation decides it's very fond of, they can go half-mast with that.
That was a great movie, but there was one moment in that I just did not believe at all, which was she was out in Sandringham, I think, or somewhere, or Balmoral, out on the moors, you know, with her Land Rover, and a stag...
That was a great scene, though.
Well, it was a great scene, but she says, oh, Shoo, or you Beauty, or whatever. She's a member of the royal family. She'd have blown it to bits. They should have dubbed on Philip. Keep it there!
He's talking to Betty. Come on.
He called her cabbage in the film, didn't he, rather oddly?
Because she smells like a cabbage. Imagine if you look round and I just wasn't here now.
Lord.
When David Walliams met the Queen after swimming the Channel, and he took his mum with him, and the Queen came along, and then Prince Philip, and the Queen said, "Now, you swam the Channel, didn't you?" He said, "Yes, well." And he goes, "But that's not all you do, is it?" And he said, "No, I'm in a comedy show." "Oh, very good." And then off she went. Yeah. And then Prince Philip came, and he said to David's mum, "Are there any more nutters in your family?"
Anyway, the Queen's flag sergeant hoists the Union flag when the Queen is not in residence at Buckingham Palace. It's the royal standard that flies when the Queen is at home. And so we've circumnavigated the QI world and come all the way back to flags. But let's see who's been flying high with the wind in their sails and who's been flagging behind. Oh, my word, my goodnessy Wordington. Tonight, our Jolly Roger with 8 points is Charlie Higson. Well, pretty ship-shape with -8, it's Rob Brydon. But sailing rather close to the wind with -15 points, Andy Hamilton. And finally, walking the plank with a report card that's all Fs, Alan with -19. Remains for me is to thank Andy, Rob, Charlie and Alan. And as we lower the QI flag, we raise a glass to curiosity. For as Dorothy Parker once said, the cure for boredom is curiosity. There is no cure for curiosity. And as Steve Wright added, curiosity killed the cat, but for a while, I was a suspect. Good night.